And a very fine afternoon to you. It is game time. I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network, as we are happy to be on site at Cleveland State Community College, Cleveland, Tennessee, for Lady Cougars softball. The Lady Cougars welcoming the Walters State Lady Senators, who come into this game a 17-17 overall record, 10-4 in the conference. They are led by head coach Brittany Purser, and Coach Purser is assisted by Emma Frost. We'll get to the starting lineups here in just a moment, but we can tell you that in the pitcher's circle for the Cougars will be number 29, and that is Sierra Howard. Sierra is a sophomore from Georgetown, Tennessee. And Sierra comes in, this her fifth start of the year. She's been in 15 games, however. A 3-4 overall record, 3.80 is her ERA on the year. She has been the workhorse for Coach Haley Carroll. 66 1/3 innings coming into today. And behind the plate with Sierra will be the catcher, Ella Blanson, as we are prepared to get underway. And leading things off for the Lady Senators, it is Addison Beach. And Addison looks at a strike. Addison, a sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee. She leads the team in batting average at .496. As she looks at a pitch that is outside. Due up next, as that pitch catches the outside corner. Due up next, it is the third baseman, Nia Mullins. Beach, by the way, the center fielder for the Lady Senators. And it's a clean single out to center field to get things started for Walters State. Nia Mullins, the batter. Again, playing third base today. Nia's a freshman. She's a pretty good ways from home. Lambertville, Michigan is where she calls home. And the base stolen by Beach. That is her 16th stolen base of the season. Hit hard over to shortstop. Heidi Johnson makes the play. So we do have an out at first base. Heidi Johnson, the shortstop. So the ground out for the first out. Elena Ross, the first baseman now, the batter for Walters State. And she looks at a strike from the pitcher, Sierra Howard. And just outside. Ross, a sophomore from New Bremen, Ohio. And a hard shot out to left field that scores a run. Striking first, the Lady Senators with one out. And the single from Ross to left field. Lauren Rule, the DP, the designated player. Lauren batting cleanup. She from Decatur County. She's a sophomore. And oftentimes when she's in the field, she'll be at first base. Rule batting .273. She's knocked 4 over the fence this year. Lifted out to left field and out of here. It is a 2-run homer. That her 5th of the year. Lauren Rule quickly makes it 3-0 here in the top of the first. Brenna Hundley, the batter. She is the second baseman here for Coach Brittany Purser. Brenna, another sophomore. This team loaded with sophomores, a lot of experience. Brenna from Knoxville as she looks at a ball. Due up next, it's the catcher, Casey Pillon. And getting the high inside strike is the pitcher, Sierra Howard. Hundley, a .288 average coming into today. And a pitch for the strikeout. 2 down. Casey Pillon, the catcher. Now the number 6 batter in the lineup will step up to the plate. Casey, a cool .349 batting average. One of the team leaders in home runs with 7. She from right there in Morristown, where Walter State is located. And just outside. And right up the middle, actually drifts to right center. It is a double for Pillon. A 2-out hit brings up Allie Serrett, the shortstop. Allie, a .301 average. She with 3 home runs. And now Coach Carroll, quick word with her battery here. That would be the pitcher, Sierra Howard, along with the catcher, Ella Blanson. My guess, she's probably just telling her, hey, don't panic here. It is only the first inning. You've got 2 outs. Let's just settle in, get this 3rd out. We'll get back in the dugout, give you a break, and get our offense going. Again, this is Allie Serrett, the shortstop. pitch now from Howard. Gets the outside corner. Sierra's been pitching well. You just got to tip your cap to these Lady Senator hitters. They've got a number of conference leaders in this lineup. A pretty powerful offense. And a foul ball there. One ball, 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Runner on second. And if Sarah can reach, it'll be the left fielder, Jordan Pena. That pitch evens the count at 2-2. Just missing. We go full at 3-2. With 2 outs and runner on second, the payoff pitch. Drifted over to second base where Howard makes the play and flips it over to Jensen for the 3rd out. So the ground out from Sarrett ends the inning. As we will move on to the bottom of the 1st. Again, I'm Jay Harper. This is Game Time Sports Network. Let's go ahead and get to the starting lineup for the Lady Cougars. They are, of course, led by their first-year head coach, Haley Carroll. Leading things off and playing left field, it's Giselle Tankersley. Batting second, the DP, Lily Griffiths. Batting third, the shortstop, Heidi Johnson. Layla Young is playing third, batting fourth. Ella Blansett behind the plate, batting fifth. Miley Howard at second base, and she is batting sixth. The number 7 hitter, Mylan Pemberton, out in center field. Destiny Jensen at first. She is batting eighth. And it's the right fielder, Layla Perry, batting ninth. And again, of course, Sierra Howard is pitching. And the number 10 player, if you will. In the pitcher's circle for the Lady Senators, it is number 13, Summer Smith. Summer, she has seen the most action for Coach Purser in the circle this year. .68 1/3 innings on the season already. She is from Hermleigh, Texas, a sophomore. And a hard fastball right on the outside corner. Giselle Tankersley, the batter. Giselle leading the team in batting average with .384 coming into today's game. That pitch missing outside. Again, after Giselle, who's playing left field, it's the DP, Lily Griffiths. And foul back out of play. And that goes down the left field line, but it is foul. One ball, 2 strikes to the Lady Cougars leadoff hitter. And Tankersley. And the third baseman bobbles. That is Mullins. She can't quite make the plays, so Tankersley does reach. Lily Griffiths, the batter. Lily, a sophomore. Again, the DP today, and at times she does play third base. Are we going to get the double play here? Yes, we do. Nicely turned. So Griffiths hits into the double play for 2 outs. Nicely turned from the shortstop Sarrett to Ross at first base. The next batter is Heidi Johnson, the shortstop. Heidi, a sophomore from Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. She checks her swing, but that was still over the plate for strike one. And fouled to go in the 0-2 hole. If Heidi can reach, it'll be the third baseman, Layla Young. Heidi coming into today, hitting .314. And she has poked one over the fence this year. Just a bit high. One ball, 2 strikes. Smith delivers, and it is low and outside to go even at 2-2. And pushing her off the plate, so we go full. So Heidi has worked herself a full count after starting off 0-2. The payoff is just a little blooper. Oh, and a nice catch. Laying out is Hundley, the second baseman. And she gets a face full of dirt and comes up with the out. So it's a little pop out for Heidi Johnson. And we'll move now to the top of the second inning. Again, I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network. So many different ways that you can watch the live streams. Of course, directly from the website at GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. In fact, we have added a live stream player right there on the home page. You don't have to go hunting for the game. It's right there. Just go to GameTimeSportsNetwork.com, and there you will find it right on the home page. We're also on Facebook, streaming live there, as well as YouTube, our YouTube channel. And the same goes for our Twitter or X page, streaming there as well. And we are currently on Roku. So if you want to watch on the big screen at the house, you can do that. Just search the Game Time Sports Network. Those are all separate words. Game Time, 2 separate words. The Game Time Sports Network. Just search that on Roku. You'll find our app, download it, and you'll be able to watch the games there. You can even watch past games there. So again, all kinds of places to check out the live streams. And we appreciate however you are able to view. Again, we're trying to make it the games as accessible as we can. So a whole host of platforms, any device, tablets, computers, phones, TVs. The batter is Jordan Pena. And Sierra Howard still in the circle. Jordan playing left field. She's a freshman. She is a long way from home. Beaverton, Oregon is where she calls home. And swings through that pitch from Howard. One ball and two strikes now to the Lady Senator left fielder. The right fielder, Brittany Layton, waits on deck as that pitch misses low. The count going even at 2-2. So we are now with a full count at 3-2. The payoff now from Howard misses up and away. So Pena draws the walk. A base runner for the Lady Senators as they bring up the number 9 batter, Brittany Layton. Brittany, a freshman from Arlington, Tennessee, not far from Memphis. Brittany with a homer on the year. This her 18th start. With a runner on and nobody out. Howard delivers and gets the outside corner call. The top of the order is waiting on deck. That would be Addison Beach. Pena's at first. She does have a couple of steals on the year. She's also been caught twice trying to steal as that bunt attempt goes foul. A 2-2 count. And missing outside to go full at 3-2. And just trying to protect herself, staying alive as Brittany Layton fouls it off. Brittany, the right fielder. Full count. And she loses her. So 2 runners on now after both Pena and Layton reach base via the walk. Still nobody out as the Lady Senators lead off this top of the second inning with 2 base runners via the walk. Addison Beach, who had a single to center the first time she was at the plate, is now the batter. She looks at a ball that's high. Addison leading the TCCAA in batting average, hitting almost 500. My gosh, 496 on the year. And she looks at a strike from Sierra Howard. Nobody out. 1-1 count. 2 runners on. Blancett scoops up the low pitch. A 2-1 count to the Lady Senators leadoff batter as she drops a bunt right in front of the plate. The play is made by Howard. The runners advance, however, so now 2 runners in scoring position. Nia Mullins, she grounded out to short her first time up. The first pitch she sees is outside. So, Beach reaching base. So, yeah, we've got bases loaded here. Still nobody out. I thought they had called her out. That finds the grass out in right field. So, a run does score as Pena crosses the plate. Mullins, the RBI single to right field, makes it 4-0. And still nobody out. Dangerous scenario here with Elena Ross up at the plate. And still bases loaded for Walter State. We're not out of the second inning yet, and the Lady Senators already putting 4 across. Elena with 4 home runs on the year. Last year, she had 21 home runs. A .378 batting average coming into today. Two balls, no strikes, and getting the inside corner call for strike 1. And that a bit high and outside. Bases loaded, still nobody out. With Elena Ross at the plate, Lauren Rule waits on deck for Walter State. Popped foul on the hands. Layla Young gave it a try from third, but wasn't able to get there to make the catch in foul territory. We are at a full count again. The pitch from Sierra Howard. Lifted out to center field. The catch is made by Pemberton, but the runner's tag and another run scores to make it 5-0. The good news there for the Lady Cougars, it's an out. The first one of the inning. Here is Lauren Rule. She has already blasted a 2-run homer today in her first at bat. As she looks at a pitch outside. Still 2 runners on and both in scoring position for Walter State. After Rule, it's Brenna Hunley, the second baseman, as that pitch is up and out of the zone. The 2-0 pitch coming from Sierra Howard, and it's low. Three and 0, so we're a ball away from loading the bags back up. And I can understand Howard perhaps being very careful with Lauren Rule after that blast that went over the fence her last time up. She draws the walk. The third walk given up by Sierra Howard. Coach Carroll going out to check on her. It is Brenna Hundley that will step into the batter's box next. Brenna playing second base here in game one. This is a doubleheader today. Brenna from Knoxville, a sophomore. So it looks like after a long talk with Howard that a pitching change is going to be made. Perhaps Sierra just she looked pretty sharp in the first inning. Was really throwing strikes. But perhaps she's just not up to par today. And I'm guessing Coach Carroll probably sensed that something was awry with her pitcher. That brought her out to have the heart-to-heart with Sierra Howard. Coming in now to get in the pitcher circle is the sophomore from Chattanooga. That's Savannah Bennett. This will be Savannah's 9th appearance on the year. She's got 24 and a third innings under her belt this season in the circle. Here's Brenna Hundley. That pitch inside. Bases loaded, just one out. Savannah, she has started a game this year, and the game she started, it was a complete game. Get over to third. Layla Young makes the play, gets the lead runner at home for the second out. Nicely done from Layla Young at third. Hundley with the ground out. Brings up Casey Pillion. She is already a happy camper today. She doubled out to center field her first time at bat. Batting from the left-hand side, the catcher for Walter State looks at a first pitch ball. And there, a strike to make it 1-1 with 2 outs. Savannah Bennett trying to get the Cougars out of a jam. Bases loaded. Missing outside. Allie Serrett, the shortstop, waits on deck. And Howard at second makes the play. That's Miley Howard. So getting out of trouble there. That could have been way uglier than it ended up being. But Walter State does manage to push a couple across to go up 5-0 as the bottom of the second inning is on the way.
Jay Harper. Join me and Nashville radio legend John Bozeman, known as Johnny B, as we gab about all things radio, entertainment, and music in the Circling the Drain podcast. We share stories and experiences from our more than 90 combined years of being in the biz. Yeah, we're old. Come along for the ride. You never know where it may take you. It's the Circling the Drain podcast, available every Wednesday morning on all podcast platforms.
Leading off this inning, it is the Lady Cougars third baseman, Layla Young. Layla will be followed by the catcher, Ella Blancett. Then it's the second baseman, Miley Howard. Reaching across the plate, popping it out to shallow right, and the catch is made by Hundley, one down. Ella Blancett, the batter. Ella hitting .250 this season, 3 home runs. The pitch from Smith, swung on and almost caught, but that lands over in the Walter State dugout. So a quick strike. That pitch skips in. Miley Howard, the second baseman, the on-deck batter for the Lady Cougars. A 1-1 count with 1 out. The pitch is high from Summer Smith. Two balls and a strike. And that gets past the catcher. As that rolls in there, and now the catcher, Pillan, she wants to go ahead and have a quick chat with the pitcher, Summer Smith. He got crossed up there, perhaps. Pleasant day here in Cleveland, Tennessee. A bit on the warm side. And there's a strike. 77 degrees at the moment. We're expected to get up a little warmer, up near 80. Got wind gusts up to near 20 miles an hour. Swung on and fouled. The wind's blowing from right field across the diamond over toward left. The handful of fly balls we've had that have been caught, and wind does not seem to be an issue for the outfielders. Just getting a piece. Hanging in there at 3-2 is the Lady Cougar catcher, Ella Blancett. Will do the payoff pitch once again. Lifted out to left field. Pena gives way to the center fielder, Beach, for the out. Miley Howard. She the batter now. .256 average for the Lady Cougars, second baseman. She quickly shows bunt, then pulls the bat back, and it crosses the plate for strike one. Miley, another Georgian, a freshman from Rossville, Georgia. Oh, a nice grab by the shortstop. That is Sarah as she lays out to make the play. Beautifully done. Tough luck for Miley Howard. The fine play from the Lady Senator shortstop will retire the sides. I'm Jay Harper, and this is the Game Time Sports Network.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. The Game Time Sports Network, your ticket to adrenaline-pumping action where every play comes to life. Unleash the athletic excitement of your school, league, or tournament with our live stream play-by-play commentary, bringing you courtside and field level like never before. No more missing the magic. With Game Time Sports Network, witness your favorite teams in real time with expert analysis and electrifying energy. Accessible, immersive, and always on point. Game Time Sports Network, because every moment deserves the spotlight. Don't just watch, experience the game. Game Time Sports Network. For your front row seat, it's game time.
Jay Harper rejoining you. Game Time Sports Network. Allie Sarrett's going to lead things off. She, the young lady at short that made that fine play here a moment ago. Allie grounded out to first base in her first at bat, and she hit a little pop up over that, was right behind the pitcher's circle. Howard comes across to make the play. One pitch, one out. You'll take that. Here is Pena now, the left fielder for Walter State, as she looks at a strike from Bennett. Savannah. Knew I had her name right. Savannah Bennett, sophomore, came in relief of Sierra Howard. Popped over to right field, and there is Perry to make the grab. 2 down. Brittany Layton, the batter, she walked her first time up. She, the number 9 hitter, the top of the order waits. Dropping the bunt. Young with the nice grab, the throw, but Layton beats it out. So it's an infield single. Layla doing all she could at third. Here is Addison Beach as she looks at a ball. Addison has singled to center and bunted her way aboard. Takes a swipe at that pitch, fouls it off. The pitch now from Savannah Bennett. 1-1 and lifted out to left field. That skips off the grass into the glove of Tankersley. So that a single. 2 runners on. This is Nia Mullins. She looks at a first pitch strike. She's grounded out and singled today. This is her third at bat. The 0-1. And the breaking ball just missing. Bennett putting a little English on that pitch. And fouling it off. Mullins from Lambertville, Michigan, a freshman. Having a talk now with Coach Purser at third. You're just kind of giving her a little advice about not to open up that hip. Trying to stay a little more closed up. She's opening up a little too fast. Mullins, a .346 batting average, leads the team in home runs. Just a foul tip. So that will retire the sides. The strikeout from Bennett, as the foul tip is caught by Blancett. The bottom of the third inning now, so the Cougar defense holding the Lady Senators scoreless for the first time in this game as the top of the third comes to a close, and we head now to the bottom of the inning on the Game Time Sports Network. Game Time Sports Network will also be back right here on Saturday, April 4th. That, of course, this being Easter weekend coming up, but we'll be here on Saturday. Motlow State, they will be here. The Bucks. It's a 1 o'clock first pitch. It's a doubleheader on Saturday. Lady Cougar softball against the Bucks. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock are the scheduled times. And we'll have it here on the Game Time Sports Network. It's a first pitch strike to the batter, Mylan Pemberton. Mylan in center field, batting .250 this season. Her 11th start of the year as she watches that pitch go by off the plate. Looking at the forecast for Saturday, there at the moment appears to be a fairly significant rain chance. Let's hope that perhaps improves a bit between now and then. 50% chance of rain on Saturday. Easter Sunday, a 90% chance here in Cleveland, Tennessee. A mix of clouds and sun at the moment. 77 degrees with gusty winds up to near 20 miles an hour. A 3-1 count now on the Lady Cougar center fielder, and she slaps one over to the second baseman. Hundley, she has been busy at second as she collects the first out. That's the third little pop to the second baseman Mullins here today. That's Hundley, rather. Mullins is at third. That's Hundley at second base. Destiny Jensen Lifts one out to center field, and charging in to make the play is Addison Beach for the second out. So Jensen quickly retired. That brings up Layla Perry, the right fielder. And she looks at a first pitch strike. Layla's a sophomore from Tunnel Hill, Georgia. She, the number 9 hitter, should she get aboard, will be back to the top of the order with Giselle Tankersley. Swinging late on that fastball from Summer Smith. Missing outside. Two with 2 outs. The right fielder, Layla Perry, at the plate. And she no longer at the plate as she goes down on strikes for the third out of the inning. Thus far, the Lady Cougars hitless in this game as Summer Smith is doing the job for the Lady Senators.
It's Jay Harper. Join me and Nashville radio legend John Bozeman, known as Johnny B, as we gab about all things radio, entertainment, and music in the Circling the Drain podcast. We share stories and experiences from our more than 90 combined years of being in the biz. Yeah, we're old. Come along for the ride. You never know where it may take you. It's the Circling the Drain podcast, available every Wednesday morning on all podcast platforms.
From Cleveland, Tennessee, Jay Harper back with you. Game Time Sports Network. We've been working hard to diversify our platforms where these streams are available. We now have a live stream right there on the home page that you don't have to go searching for. And of course, we are on social media when it plays nice. Facebook and YouTube and Twitter sometimes act a little wonky, but we endeavor to put the live streams there, as well as our Roku app, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV. So we are all over the place in hopes of giving you all kinds of choices as to where you can find the live streams. The batter's Elena Ross. As she fouls that off her hands. Elena has singled, and she has also flied out to center field. She'll be followed by Lauren Rule once again, and then it's Brenna Hundley. Missing inside. Still in the circle for the Lady Cougars is Savannah Bennett. She comes in relief of Sierra Howard, who started the game. Pulled foul. Getting around quickly. Missing low. The 2-2 now to Ross is high, so we will go full. As we mentioned earlier, Ross is from New Bremen, Ohio. Hit over to Johnson at third. Firing it to first for the first out. The ground out brings up Lauren Rule. She's homered. 2-run homer in the first. And she's also walked. And it's a first pitch strike from Bennett. Brenna Hunley waits on deck for the Walter State Lady Senators. The 1-1 gets the strike call. This umpire with a pretty generous strike zone. I mean, he's certainly consistent. I like the fact that he's calling these high strikes. And the play is made by Bennett for out number 2. The ground out back to the pitcher by Rule. Brenna Hunley, the batter. She struck out and grounded out to third. So many umpires, I mean, if it's a half inch above the belt, they won't call it a strike. And, you know, darn it, when I was growing up, that was a darn strike. If it was over the plate, that's pulled foul down the left field line. This umpire, again, he's been very consistent, and he's been calling that high strike. Lifted out to right field. That falls. It hits the grass in shallow right, kind of in no man's land. So reaching on the pitch is Hunley. Here's the catcher, Pion. She doubled to center field today. There's a strike. And a good throw by Blancett. But just not there in time to get the runner. Right back up the middle, and that gets to Johnson, and she makes the throw to home, but not in time. Another run scores with 2 outs. So Johnson, looks like she may have scraped her left knee pretty badly there. She's trying to walk it off. Looks like they're going to perhaps have to clean her up a bit. She's trying to grit it out. But she appears to have cut her left knee. So we do have 2 runners on here for the Lady Senators. They have put another run across the plate to make it 6-0. This is a doubleheader day. We'll have another game shortly after the conclusion of this game. So it appears that Jayla Young, who was playing third, will move over to the shortstop position now. And Sloan Watson, number 12, she comes in to take third base. Sloan, a sophomore from right here in Cleveland. As Heidi Johnson has to step away with the injury. That hit pretty well out to left field. That hits the fence. Racing around third. Well, she is held up, but it is a stand-up double. A stand-up double for Sarrett. That brings Jordan Pena to the plate. Jordan's walked and flied out to right field. The pitch from Bennett. That sneaks through, finds right field as it goes between first and second. Pena almost gets caught at first base, but two more runs score. It's a two-out single for Pena. All right, they are going to reverse the call and claim that Coach Purser not agreeing with the reversal on the call. The umpire claiming that the first baseman, that would be Jensen, did hang on to the ball to make the out. So again, I can hear the umpire say that initially he could not tell if the ball stayed in her mitt. That would be Jensen at first. The home plate umpire confirming that yes, from his vantage point, he could see that the ball remained in her glove. But still, we are at 8-0 as the Lady Senators have scored 3 more runs in the top of the 4th inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th on the Game Time Sports Network. The top of the order steps to the plate. That would be the left fielder, Giselle Tankersley. As the Cougars try to get something generated here, as the pitcher Summer Smith has shut the Lady Cougars down thus far, and she delivers a first pitch strike there. Cleveland State yet to pick up a hit. Giselle fooled on that as Smith took something off that pitch. No balls, 2 strikes on the Lady Cougars leadoff batter. And flipped over nicely by Hundley. She's played a stellar second base today. She flips it over to Elena Ross for the first out. Lily Griffiths, the batter. She hit into a double play in her first at bat. And looks at a first pitch strike. So you may be wondering, how does somebody hit into a double play? That means somebody was on base. She said nobody has had a hit yet. Well, Tankersley in her first at bat, she reached on an error. The third baseman making a nice play. That's Mullins flipping it over to Ross for the second out. It's another ground out. Heidi Johnson would normally be in this spot, but she had to be replaced, unfortunately, due to an injury. So this is Sloan Watson taking Heidi's place in the batting order. Sloan coming in at third base as Layla Young, who was at third, moved over to short to take Heidi's spot. Sloan looks at a first pitch strike. Sloan batting .250 on the year. And just foul, not by much. No balls, 2 strikes on Watson. Just missing. And that outside. Watson will be followed by Layla Young if she can reach. 2 down. And getting the strike call for the third out. More Cougar softball coming up this Saturday, Easter weekend, provided the weather holds off. Motlow State, the Bucks coming here to Cleveland State. That's scheduled for a doubleheader this coming Saturday. We'll have it here on the Game Time Sports Network. Stepping to the plate to lead things off, it's the number 9 hitter in the order, Brittany Layton, as Bennett delivers the first pitch, which is a bit outside. The leadoff batter, Addison Beach, waiting on deck. Those games this Saturday, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. The Lady Cougars against Motlow State, the Bucks. Out to left field. And the catch is made by Tankersley, one away. We are back to the top of the order, and the TCCAA leader in batting average, as Beach beats it out. It's a single for her. As Miley Howard electing to just hang on to it at second, and wisely so. No sense in slinging it all over the place when you've got a fast runner, especially a lefty that gets out of the box so quick. And she also now steals the base. That's Beach taking second. The batter is Nia Mullins. And the off-speed catches the plate for a strike. And the foul ball. I believe that got a little more of Blancett than she would like, giving her a chance to collect herself a bit. As Coach Carroll just checking on her, make sure. One count now to the Walter State third baseman Mullins. Right back to the pitcher. And there's an easy out as Mullins goes on the comebacker. 2 down. Elena Ross, the batter now. The inside pitch missing. Lauren Rule is the next batter. She waits on deck for Walter State. Pulling her hands in. It's amazing that she got as much as that of that pitch as she did. She pulls and foul. Caught in foul territory by the first baseman. That's Destiny Jensen. And the side is retired. The bottom of the 5th inning on the way on the Game Time Sports Network.
It's Jay Harper. Join me and Nashville radio legend John Bozeman, known as Johnny B, as we gab about all things radio, entertainment, and music in the Circling the Drain podcast. We share stories and experiences from our more than 90 combined years of being in the biz. Yeah, we're old. Come along for the ride. You never know where it may take you. It's the Circling the Drain podcast, available every Wednesday morning on all podcast platforms.
Jay Harper with you. Game Time Sports Network. Summer Smith, the Walter State pitcher, man, she has been taking care of business. She's yet to give up a hit as we approach the bottom of the fifth. Layla Young, she's going to do her best to change that. She leads things off for Cleveland State. Layla started as the third baseman in this game. She's moved over to short since Heidi Johnson was injured and had to leave the game. Smith's first pitch is low. Layla will be followed by the catcher, Ella Blancett, and then it's Smiley Howard. Nicely done. Fine defense here, especially from that young lady who just made the play. That is Sarrett, Allie Sarrett, the shortstop. One down. Ella Blancett, the batter. Popped out to left, and there is Sarrett once again to make another fine play. She is all over the place. The backhanded grab. That steals one from Blancett. Here's Miley Howard. That's fouled out of play down behind the Walter State dugout. The 2-2 now from Smith. In the dirt. We go full. Or pardon me, check that. It's 2-2 now. We now go full after that pitch. Skips past the catcher, Pillion. And the first hit for the Lady Cougars as the no-no's broken up by Miley Howard. It's a single to right field. That brings up Mylan Pemberton, the center fielder. So everybody wants to have a little conference. Beyond and Smith having a chat. And Coach Carroll having a little discussion with Mylan Pemberton. With a runner on and two down, And safe at first on the pickoff attempt. Howard had to get a big face full of dirt to make her way back to the bag. Two balls, no strikes to the Cleveland State center fielder, Mylan Pemberton. And gets the strike call there. 2-1. Destiny Jensen, the first baseman, waits on deck. Lifted out to center field. The catch is made. And that will retire the sides. The fly out to center field. As we move along now to the bottom, or pardon me, the top of the sixth inning. Jay Harper. I think that's my name. I'm been kind of confused here today. You got to cut me some slack. I'm going on about 3 hours sleep here. Running on fumes. It's been a busy week. I also do radio part-time on Nashville radio stations, and been filling in for some folks that have been on vacation, so it's not my full-time gig. This is my full-time gig, but after starting in radio 48 years ago, yeah, I'm an old guy. It's still something that I truly enjoy doing, even though radio has certainly changed. Boy, that's an understatement. So are they going to call this one? I believe they are. Yep, they are going to call this one. I guess the 8-run rule after 5. Yeah, they're going to call this the final. So that will cut this game short as the Lady Cougars go down with just one hit. They are held scoreless with that one hit, shut out, as they are run ruling us here after 5. So the Lady Cougars running into a buzzsaw known as Summer Smith, the pitcher, as she was all but unhittable here today. That our final on the Game Time Sports Network. We will get to Game 2. It was originally scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. Eastern. Perhaps that may be moved up here now. But whenever it happens, we'll have it for you. So we invite you to go back to where you found this game, and you'll find the next one. GameTimeSportsNetwork.com or our social media platforms, that being Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channel, also our Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV apps. So we'll take a little break, and we will